And it's certainly not as good for you. It's fattening. It's got all kind of cholesterol. It's loaded with calories. What is good for you, people say, what's good? What's good is stuff you got to wait for. I was telling my friend today, if we have to go 20 miles, we jump in the car and go real quick. We get there quicker, right? We got it quick. We got here quick. But if we went on a bicycle, it might take an hour. But what's better for you? Come on, I ain't got to tell y'all what's better for you. What's better, a bicycle ride or a car ride? What's better for your body and even your psychology and your psyche? The bike is. What's even slower? Walking or jogging would be slower. What would be better for the body? Jogging or walking would be better for the body, but it would take more time to get there. Sometimes God is trying to get you somewhere, but he's taking you the slow way because he wants to grow you and build you and strengthen you along the way. I'm not just giving you metaphors, but I'm giving you stuff that you can relate to, but if you really think about it, it's going to make a lot of sense to you. And even if it doesn't make any sense, you take it from me on faith. Sometime, you either going to have to believe in the Bible or don't. The Bible says we walk by faith and not by sight. So you can't see that car yet, walk by faith. You can't see that credit yet, walk by faith. You can't see that money yet, walk by faith. Walk by faith. Okay? Walk by faith. Don't get it too quick, baby. Let me ask you a question. When a woman gets pregnant, she's got to wait how long? 9 months for the baby. What happens if she has it in 3 months? It's called what? Premature. And if it's premature, what happens? It could be stillborn. It could be dead. Premature babies have all kind of problems because it's premature, meaning it's before maturity. Oh, God. I see some of y'all want to get your blessing before you are mature enough to get the blessing. Buy a Bentley, Jorge. Buy a Bentley, George. Buy a Bentley, Michael. Buy a Bentley, Miguel. Buy a Bentley, Francisco. Buy a Bentley, Lisa. Buy a Bentley, Emma, Tanya, Diane, Claudia. Buy a Bentley right now and take the keys and give them to your 8-year-old son. What will happen? It'll kill your son or kill somebody else on the streets because your 8-year-old child is not ready to drive a Bentley. They ain't ready to drive a motorcycle. They ain't ready to drive a mini bike, much less a Bentley. There's nothing wrong with the Bentley. There's nothing wrong with your child. Your child is just not ready for the Bentley. Your child is just not ready to drive. Your child is just not ready to drive a car. So it's premature. It's a premature gift you're giving them. And God is tired of giving you premature gifts because when he gave you the Mercedes before you weren't ready for it, that's how come you lost it. Gave you the wife before you weren't ready for it, that's why you lost her. And you keep weeping and crying over spilled milk. And God is saying, that wasn't for you anyway. If it had been for you, you'd have never lost it. Listen to me, baby. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I know it's a process. I know you're going to cry some more. I know you're going to hurt some more. I know you're going to go through it. I get that. I get that. There's a process involved. But some of you could cut down the time on your crying, and you could cut down the time on the process. You could get this a little bit quicker if you were to get the point that I'm trying to give you. And the point is this. The Bible says, whatsoever God puts together, let no man take asunder. Let me repeat it again. Whatsoever God puts together, let no man take asunder. So if that woman was meant to be your woman by God, then the car accident would not have taken her from you. You didn't catch me. You didn't catch me. Her cheating on you would not have taken her from you. You cheating on her would not have taken her from you. There's nothing that you could have did to get away from anything that God gave you and it meant for you to have it. I know men who've been married to 60 years to the same woman and they have cheated 60,000 times and the woman won't leave them for $1 million. I know men who've had women cheat on them and they won't leave that woman for $5 million. What's the problem? God put them together. When God puts it together, no man, no cheating scandal, no lie, no wrongful conviction, no accusation, no anything can take them asunder. I'm going to give you the worst example I can give you. I know guys who've been married to women, and the guy has been sick enough and evil enough to molest his own child, and that woman still would not go down to the courthouse and divorce his behind. I know guys who went to prison and served 15 years for molesting their own child or molesting somebody else's child. And when they got out, that same woman who married them 25 years ago picked them up at the front of the prison and drove them home because God put them together. Yes, he's sick for being a molester. No, I wouldn't let him around my children. No, I wouldn't let him around my kids. I wouldn't let him around your kids either. That's not my point right now. My point is the woman did not leave him because the woman was joined to him. And anytime God joins something to you, can't nobody take it from you. And if it took it from you, then it wasn't joined to you in the first place. If it was connected to you, it would have never left you in the first place. When sometimes you got to know when to move on. Moses had to leave at a certain point. And when he left, he had to learn that it was time to move on. Sometimes God will move you on because he has greater pastures for you. Sometimes God sees your future. And he sees your revelation. All you can see is your situation. And your situation can cause you to go through frustration. But you got to understand that sometimes frustration comes just before elevation. And the reason God has allowed your situation to lead you to frustration is because he's getting ready to lead you to elevation. And he wants to know, oh God, can I trust you with this? He trusted you with that accident. He let it happen because he knew you were going to save that woman. He trusted you with that accident because he knew you were going to save who you saved and do what you did. And he has to bless you now because you saved a life. You can't do good without good coming back to you. So next time you wake up in the morning crying, wipe the tears, put a smile on your face and say, I am somebody. I am the creation of God. Look around in your life right now. Look at the people who love you. Did you hear me? I said, look at the people who love you right now. I ain't trying to get in your business now. I'm not trying to get in your Kool-Aid. But I just want to ask you a question. Who's the last person you kissed? Who's the last person you kissed? That person probably loves you. Maybe you need to love them. Instead of leaving them, maybe you ought to love them. And quit trying to say this ain't how it was supposed to be, or this is not what I thought it was going to look like, or this is not what I thought it was going to be like. That's what we do. We're never satisfied with what we got. We always want something else. And sometimes when we get what we going to get, and when we get what we thought we wanted, we find out that we don't want what we got. Y'all didn't guess that. I ain't going to repeat it now. I gave you that for free. You got this for right now. Last person you kissed, whoever that was. I ain't getting in your business. You ain't got to tell me who the last person you kissed. That's your business. That's between you and her, you and him, you and it, whatever. That's between y'all. But whoever the last person you put your arms around and kiss them, that might be the person that loves you. And if it is the person that loves you, my question is, what's wrong with them? I'm just, how they say, how the young folks, I'm just saying, I'm just wondering, what's wrong with them? What's wrong with them? Do they have any money? Do they have a career? Do they have a life? Do they have love to give? Love has no color. Love has no shape. Love has no nothing. Love is just love. What's wrong with the love you got right now? Why do you keep planning? Well, I'm going to love this for a couple of months and then I'm going to move on to that. I'm going to love this for a few months and then I'm going to move over there. I'm going to do this for right now and then I'm going to do that. What's wrong with you, boy? What's wrong with you, girl? If they love you, why don't you just embrace them? And see what the end's going to be. Oh, folks, believe I run on, see what the end will be. Believe I run on, see what the end will. Believe I run on, see what the end will be. Something at the end is waiting for me. It always bothers me when people use you for a temporary solution to a permanent problem. And don't want to use you as a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Write that down. I'm going to give it to you one more time. I say it bothers me when people use you as a temporary solution to a permanent problem, but they don't want to use you as a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You good for right now because I'm healing. After I get through healing, man, I'm going over here. You good for right now because I'm broke. When I get my money, I'm going over here. You good for right now because I ain't got no car. When I get a car, I'm going over there. Man, wait till I get my Suburban. Wait till I get my Mercedes again. Wait till I get my Vet up here. Wait till I get my Bentley up here. Wait till I get my Jaguar up here. I ain't even going to call you no more because that's what they do. You can get them when they're a wounded bird and nurse them back to good health. And as soon as they're able to fly again, they fly straight away from you. They fly away from the one that healed them when they were wounded. Y'all didn't catch that, did you? Have you ever thought about, let me just ask you one question. Have you ever just contemplated? I mean, just for the sake of argument, just for the sake of conversation. I mean, you don't owe anybody anything. You're not obligated. It's just a question I want to pose. Have you ever thought about what would be possible if I stayed with the one that healed me when I was wounded? If I stayed with the one that lifted me when I was on the ground, if I stayed with the one that picked me up when I didn't have nobody, didn't have nothing, what would happen if I just decided I'm gonna just stay right here and see what happens. I'm gonna just stay. But they always want to use you for a crutch till I can walk again. Then when I can walk, you know what? I'll move into an apartment with you right now, baby. Bruh, sister girl, I'll move into an apartment with you right now. You know why? Because I ain't really got nowhere fashionable to stay. But as soon as I get my raise, and as soon as I get my car, and as soon as I get enough money, and my money ain't funny, I see you, wouldn't want to be you. Because I want you to be a temporary solution to a permanent problem, but not a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Don't let that run you off now, because I know how some people are. Some people, they get nervous. Oh, you're putting pressure on me now. You're trying to make me do this. I ain't trying to make nobody do nothing. I just want you to be happy. But I also want you to consider all of your options and stop being so narrow-minded, young man. Stop being so narrow-minded, young lady. Listen to me. I counseled couples for years. Before I ever got a divorce, I was counseling couples. So don't think I don't know what a good marriage is like and what a wholesome marriage should be and what a great relationship should be. I counseled. But I kept finding that people who will live with you while they broke, but they were just using you as a crutch, as a stepping stone. And I asked a young lady one time, I said, why does this have to be? I said, let me ask you something. Is he a good guy? She said, yes. I said, do you love him? She looked around and she said, yeah, I do. I said, is he good to you? She said, yes. I said, has he ever beat you? No. Has he ever cheated on you? She said, no. Has he ever this? Has he ever that? I said, well, why has he got to be temporary until you find the next Joe? She said, oh, because I'm waiting on my Prince Charming. I said, what's your Prince Charming going to look like? Oh, he's going to look like a model. This is what a woman told me. And 4 years later, she was downtown getting a divorce from the guy who looked like a model because she caught him cheating on her, and he started abusing drugs and he started beating on her. So he was not only cheating on her, but he was beating on her. And some of you, that's what's going to happen to you. I hate to say it. I prophesied. Preacher said this morning, my pastor, Kenneth Pitchford, said, sometimes you have a premonition. You can see that somebody getting ready to get hurt. They're getting ready to get hurt real bad. And it hurts you because you see what's going to happen and you know they can't see it. And I see a whole lot of people right now, that's what they're doing. They got these temporary solutions to permanent problems. They're using this person for right now. And it's not that they're misusing. It's not that they're abusing somebody. It's not that they're being deceptive or anything, but they just can't see this person as the permanent solution. They're like, you ain't what it looked like. I know what it's going to look like. And so they'll love you for now and hug you for now and kiss you for now. But they, in a few months, I got to get that model that I've been waiting on. Because her legs got to look like this and her lips got to look like that. And her mouth got to look like this, and her behind got to look like that, and her breast got to look like that. And guess what? They going to get exactly that because they good looking enough to get that. And when they get that, 2 or 3 years from then, they're going to wish that they had never got that because that's going to hurt them worse than the last one hurt them. I done preached already. I can stop this podcast. If you receive that, somebody, I'll tell you what you do. Go back and listen to this podcast again. That's my command to you. All of you who are in relationships, all of you who are going through it, all of you youngsters, all of you, my chief armor bearer, all of y'all, my cousin, them, all of you, those of you who subscribe to our YouTube, I command you, when this podcast is over, go back and listen to it again real slowly. Because a lot of times I say things to people and they take it one way and I meant it another way. Sometimes I ask people, I say, what did you get out of it? They be, it was great. What did you get out of it? Then I say, what did you get out of it? And they tell me what they got. I said, no, baby, that ain't what I was saying. You missed it. So you better go back and listen to it again. Go back and listen to it again. Quit running to the destination and start enjoying the journey. Some of you sit in movie theaters with people who love you. And you enjoying it. But your mind is always rushing. You saying, I can't wait till I'm sitting in the same theater with my model girl or my model boy. I can't wait to 5 years from now when I got 5 more kids and another model wife and I'm there. You can't take care of the ones you got, but you want 5 more. Come on, man, give me a break. Or I'm going to have more money by then. Quit rushing to get to another destination and start enjoying the now moment.